Chris Robinson does the music directing and all that. So whenever you see him playing with a band, that's his brother Chris.
Mm. And your role as Supervisor Dalton, it almost reminded me as there was a classic comedy series back in the 90s called Saved by the Bell, where there's a teacher called Mr. Belding, a supervisor called Mr. Belding, and you sort of role as a Supervisor Dalton. It almost reminded me of that sort of character in terms of the one-liners, the sort of humor. Was there anyone in terms of anyone that you had in mind in terms of playing a supervisor, that sort of school principal type role? Did you look at towards say Saved by the Bell, for example?
No, I didn't. I didn't look. I mean, I grew up. I mean, I watched Saved by the Bell, so that's somewhere in here. But I didn't consciously think that. I just kind of, read from the script and saw who that this person was. Maybe not completely dealing with a full deck.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so I just kind of played him the way that I saw him on the page in the
Yeah.
script.
And there's so much interaction and great sort of humor between your character and Peri Gilpin's character. Peri, as we all know her from Frasier, there's almost like she's a desperate wreck, and she's a sort of maybe you're above her and constantly sort of belittling her in terms of her superiority as well. So there's sort of great humor and there's sort of great interaction and comedic one-lines and great scenes between yourself and Perry. You seem to really work a good chemistry on the set of Mr. Robinson.
Yes, we got along very well, and it was fun. I was obviously familiar with Perry's work on Frasier, and we had done a play together, and so we already had a relationship established. In the play, we were husband and wife. So it was interesting to play with her, and to belittle her and be awful with her, but she's a really good actress and she was a lot of fun. And, we all had a great time on the show. I remember, a lot of laughter. We would break a lot. We would laugh, while we were taping, and then we'd have to stop and do it again.
And one thing that really struck me as well about this series is we all look at the sort of teacher element, and there's some wonderful performance. Benjamin Koldick really shines in this as well as the PE teacher as well. But what struck me was the young cast, the students of Mr. Robinson as class as well. And they all really had really powerful starring roles, and they really brought and added to the humor as well. It was almost like they weren't inferior anyway to the children who played the children to the main cast. They brought their own sort of element to Mr. Robinson that really worked out well.
Yes, yes, and they were all musically very talented. That's, Brandon too. You mentioned that you talked to Brandon. He's musically very talented, and as is Craig and those children. The young people were all fantastic, but they had tutors and they were being taken care of and everything. But the one thing that I'll say is that they all are very musically gifted, and so it's been interesting to kind of watch them grow up and still do stuff. I still get together with Peri. I still know Peri, and I still see Craig, and I've worked with him, like I said, a couple times since then.
Yeah. And Tim, in terms of Mr. Robinson, and we mentioned about the comedic humor, and there were 6 episodes, and it's sort of nicely sort of done in terms of season one because it gives us a taste of what it. There's no sort of overkill, and the episodes are nice, they're precise, they're snappy. 30 minutes, everyone has to stay. We all know TV business and TV networks. It's a subtle business. Nobody knows in terms of what the future may hold. It can be for one person's liking or another person's liking. But are you very proud of the work that you did on Mr. Robinson? It seems to have gone down to a good overall approval in terms of the show itself. Unfortunately, network business is network business, and they didn't decide to continue it on. But are you very happy of the product that you delivered? Because it seems to be the reaction was very good.
Yeah, the reaction was really good, and I was very proud of it. And we had a great time. And like I said, I've still got friends that I see from there, and we shot that a long time ago. And the other thing that I wanted to say is, I remember in the last episode we did. Uh, I hope this is okay to say, but there's a band that comes on. Have you seen that episode yet?
I think it's where you go off in the bus at the end of the year in terms of that, where you all, yourself and Craig and Benjamin Caldick character, you're going off in a sort of a tour bus towards the end.
Yes. Yes, but I think in the last episode, Earth, Wind, and Fire pays a visit.
Okay.
To, and so that was really exciting and fun to see them and meet them up close and personal because I grew up listening to their music.
Mhm.
You know Earth, Wind, and Fire. Do you remember
Yeah,
the?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
so it was kind of fun to meet them, and I don't know the whole thing. I still have a T-shirt that Craig gave to us for the name of the band with him and his brother Chris was called Nasty Delicious, and every once in a while I wear that T-shirt.
And Tim, I do believe it's busy times for you at the moment as well. You've on season three of a really prominent TV series that is being shown here in the UK and Ireland on Apple TV at the moment. You might enlighten our audience about that and the role that you play.
Wait, now which one are you talking about?
You
Talking about
mentioned
Somebody Somewhere?
yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Somebody Somewhere is a show that is just a beautiful show. We did 3 seasons, and it is on HBO and Max. Now it's streaming on Max. Do you guys get Max there?
Sky Max we get, which was probably a different version of Max.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so that is a beautiful show about people finding community, with each other. And I'm really proud of the work that we did. It's a comedy, but it's very heartfelt and just emotional and a beautiful, beautiful offering. And then there was another. I did an episode of Hacks, which is
Okay.
a big show out here. I don't know if you guys get that
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah. It's shown here in Ireland as well. Yeah, it's fairly big. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I keep busy, and but the thing that I did lately, the most recent thing was, Somebody Somewhere, and like I said, we shot 3 seasons, and it was just a beautiful show. And if you guys get it, I encourage your followers to watch it. They won't be disappointed. It's a great show.
Okay. Tim Bagley, I'm going to turn it over to you now for the final 30 seconds. You might like all our audience, all our listeners, why they should tune in to Sky Comedy. We've episode 3 coming our way next week of Mr. Robinson. And when they do, Tim Bagley, when they do check out Mr. Robinson, what's in store for them in terms of comedy and in terms of laughs?
In episode 3, I don't even remember
No,
what
in
we
general, the TV starter series in general.
in general, I would say, um, Craig's character is really good with these kids, and he's has a love interest, and so he's kind of dating somebody, and then he's really great with the kids, and then, like I said, I just think that it was really exciting the episode we did where Earth, Wind, and Fire was there, and Verdine White. I remember having a nice conversation with him, and he's the bass player with the long hair. And I don't know, it was just a really fun.
Check out Mr. Robinson so you can have some laughs. I mean, it's a great show. Craig Robinson is great in it. The whole cast is amazing. I would love you guys to check me out. Ireland. I love you guys. UK. I love you guys. If you guys know me from Percy Jackson, Tropic Thunder, all the films. Keep supporting us at Mr. Robinson. So we appreciate you definitely.